Welcome to Recreation Television, your connection to recreation opportunities available from Roanoke County Parks, Recreation and Tourism. We're here to help you move, splash, learn, and explore a lot of great opportunities this winter. Coming up on today's show, Explore Park is quickly becoming an outdoor recreation destination, and there's a lot coming up this year alone, including camping and a new bike skills park. We'll talk about that. The new year is upon us. We'll take a look at a new yoga class to get yourself centered. Love owls? We're going to go see one up close with our nature instructor. And finally, have you ever wondered what it's like to work for Parks and Rec? Well, we're going to take a look at behind the scenes of after-school activity leader and a lifeguard right here at Green Ridge Recreation Center. But first, I talked to Department Director Doug Blunt. It's a beautiful winter day here at Explore Park. There's some light snow falling, and one of the best parts about this environment out here at Explore Park is the seasonality of it. That's what makes the Blue Ridge Parkway so great, and great that we're finally making some progress on some developments out at Explore. So talk about where we are right now and where you see things going at Explore Park.
Well, it has been just an incredibly busy and successful 2017 year for us here at Explore Park, and a lot of wonderful things have happened with us expanding programming, working on bringing private partners to help us to offer more services here at the park. But one of the things that we're really excited about going into 2018 is the continued enhancement of our mountain bike facilities. And we're going to be working on a design this upcoming winter for a mountain bike skills park, hopefully adding some type of dual slalom type of track for mountain bikes, but also making trail improvements and adding more trails to our already really neat trail system that we have here at the park. We're going to really bring our stakeholders as well as citizens together at all ages and abilities to help to provide us feedback of what they want to see within the mountain bike facilities, and then take that that information and come up with the design, and then we will be able to go out for construction, hopefully this upcoming summer, to start building the facilities. So immediately, all of our mountain bike users will be able to see these improvements. And
everyone's invited. It's January 16th at the Brambleton Center and January 18th at the Vinton War Memorial, both at 7 o'clock p.m. An opportunity to, if whether you're a beginning biker, experienced biker, it doesn't really matter. And one of the things I'd like to talk about is one of the plans for Explore Park is to get some more youth type of biking activities out here.
Well, it is. I mean, right now we have a wide variety of different ages and abilities that use the trails, but we want to make sure that we're able to meet the needs of our novice bikers and our young users to get them interested in the sport.
All right, let's move on. Also opening up this summer is a new disc golf course, 18 holes?
Yeah, 18 holes at Mayflower Hills Park. We will have it ready to go. The construction has been underway for a good part of 2017, and we'll be wrapping it up this winter and early spring, and we look forward to having a ribbon cutting ceremony for the disc golf course, hopefully in early summer.
Really top notch, a lot of elevation changes, but also some holes that the whole family can enjoy.
Absolutely, and that's one of the focuses that we did as a part of designing it, is that families can come out and play the front nine, and then the more challenging is on the back nine.
And finally, plans are finalizing for some camping opportunities. We're going to have more information on our website at explorepark.org over the coming months, but really briefly, what are we going to see over here in the next couple months?
We're going to be working to have a couple of different type of overnight accommodations, a couple of different type of camping, from having glamping where you don't have to just show up yourself to be able to camp, but also having platforms, treehouse camping, and then working to bring yurts and cabins to the park.
So lots of opportunities. We'll be letting you know about all of those. ExplorePark.org, RoanokeCountyParks.com, and check out the headlines coming up. A lot coming to Explore Park very soon. Doug talked about all of the excitement surrounding Roanoke County's Explore Park. Don't forget, reservations for those campsites should be opening soon, so find out more at explorepark.org. While you're staying here, don't forget we have 14 miles of trails to check out, or you can float down the beautiful Roanoke River Gorge, or even try our new 18-hole disc golf course opening this summer, and much more is on the way. We're also working with local partners to design and construct a new mountain bike skills park that, believe it or not, should be done by the end of 2018. I'm joined by Chris Heslin, owner of Underdog Bikes here in Roanoke. Now, Chris, the biking community just seems to be growing every year here, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really is. From everything from road biking to mountain biking to commuting and things like that, it's been huge. It's awesome.
And Explore Park, where that Roanoke County operates, going through a revitalization of sorts. Tell me about the need for more places to ride in our community.
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of trails currently, but what we need more of specifically is youth trails or beginner trails. That really helps a lot of people to get interested in it, and it makes it a bigger draw for tourism, but it's also a great asset for the community itself. You know, people here who aren't yet into that or want to live a more healthy lifestyle have the ability to go out and get a bike and ride, but they need trails to do that they can do it like a beginner level. I think Explore Park is going to be a good option for that for sure.
Talk about, you've been out to the park yourself.
Yeah.
What does the park have right now that's good for you as a biker or to bring a family out?
Sure, it's got plenty of good trails. They're probably a little more technical currently, so the nice thing about the future design that they're going to do is it's going to be progressive. And since it's a progressive park, you'll be able to have simpler trails to start off on for kids, families that are just looking to get into it, and work your way up to more advanced skills. So currently the stuff out there is probably more in the middle, so it'd be nice to see those beginner ones.
Plus there's some degradation of the trails over time. They were originally built in the 1990s, so we're really excited about this refresh that's going to be going on within the calendar year 2018. So just we mentioned it earlier in the program, but I just wanted to say again, January 16th at Brambleton Center and January 18th at the Vinton War Memorial, the public will have a chance to come out and talk about what they want to see in the Mountain Bike Skills Park at Explore Park. Now, you've, as a shop owner here in town, you've witnessed the change in the Roanoke area over the past few years. What's it been like to be at the forefront of that?
It's been great. I think we opened up about 5 years ago. It's been a really great time for it since the outdoors overall is booming in Roanoke. As far as mountain biking goes, I think that's getting better and better. As we get more trails, we get more tourists and people coming in, we have more locals getting involved in it. A lot of people are also moving a little bit away from road biking and doing a little more mountain biking, I think, too. Just, you know, safety, you know, being away from cars and things as well.
Talk about that a little more. What are the trends in mountain biking?
Mountain biking, too, there's a lot of different, it seems like there's always a different discipline coming out. You got cross country, you have downhill, you have enduro, and with all those options, there's just tons of different things people can do. If you want to have more easy adventures, you can. If you want to go do more extreme stuff, they have that as well too. But it's also the lifestyle thing. People like to get out, get away from, you know, home, and have the chance to escape your job and go out into the woods. And I think that's kind of a nice way to look at it.
What's the #1 most requested thing that you hear from folks that come in and say, "Man, I wish I had this here in Roanoke"?
Probably a full suspension bike. So something with a little more squish to it.
That's right. And you can pick that up here at
Underdog Bikes.
All right.
See us.
Thank you very much, Chris. And coming soon to Explore Park, please be a part of it. When complete, the Bike Skills Park will be a valuable asset to our entire community. We hope to see all of you at our town hall meetings in January. Now, some folks may feel it's too cold to go biking this time of year, but don't worry. Green Ridge Recreation Center is right around the corner with affordable membership, monthly and daily options, kids activities, and a huge variety of group exercise classes. We've got it all. One of my favorite classes is yoga. Let's go across town now and check out a new yoga program at Brambleton Center. Yoga classes continue to explode in popularity, and nowhere is it more evident than right here at the Brambleton Center. I'm joined by Abby Reed, who is a programmer with us. She's also one of our best yoga instructors. So,
thank you.
Abby, I'm especially interested. It's the New Year's coming up. We have a detox program coming up in January. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so we're going to have a yoga detox workshop on January 11th. Perfect time after the holidays to get into a room, sweat out some toxins, twist some things up, and then just kind of get over that holiday funk that a lot of us are in.
I understand that holiday funk myself, and you're also going to be serving tea in the class as well.
We're going to be serving tea. We'll be offering 3 different types of tea. It'll be fun. We're going to be asking people to bring their own tea mug, which will be fun. Okay. We're going to provide, obviously, the tea, the water, and some honey, and we will go over just some of the educational benefits of tea in the detoxification process.
All right, now show me, since we're in the yoga room now, demonstrate some of the moves that we'll be doing, either in this class or in some other upcoming programs that you have.
Yes.
And what they do to help benefit your stress levels and all.
Okay, absolutely. So I'm going to show you 3 different poses. Okay. The first one is going to require that we get in a runner's lunge with our right foot forward. Let's take our handy blocks in our left hand, place them on the inside of the right foot, and inhale the right arm towards the ceiling. So this one is a revolved lunge variation, and it is putting some compression and pressure in the gut area so that when we release it, we're stimulating blood flow, which is good for digestion. The second pose, we're going to come back up. We're going to bend the knees, Take the hands to our chest, and let's take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee and twist in.
But wait, left is this way.
Left elbow to the
Left elbow
outside of
to
the
the knee.
right knee.
Okay.
And this is a serious detox pose. This is a lot more compression. This is just supposed to get things moving and going. It's just also a really good stretch in the entire body and work in the quads.
So if I've had too much to eat, is it going to help me digest, or is it more of a general tension in your muscles?
Both. So obviously the body does a good job itself detoxing with the liver and everything. These just help kind of rev things up. They can also help increase metabolism and decrease fatigue. So all together, it's just really fun way to get the body like rebooted after the holidays.
And like all yoga poses, it's helping with flexibility as well. That's something that I have a particular issue with.
Yes. So let's do our last one, which
Sure.
is really good about flexibility. Let's take a seat on the mat. We're going to take the left knee pointed forward.
Okay.
The right leg up and over. So you should already feel some stretch in the glute. Then take the left hand, hug in the right knee, and take the right hand behind. So this is a seated twist. And the more you pull in that right knee, the more you're going to feel the work in the glute. So this is also, you can see all of these detox poses are twisting the abdominal area and then untwisting, which stimulates things. But they're also, like you said, stretching and calming the mind.
Now, how does it help you with your muscle development as well? Does it have any impact on that?
Yeah, so a lot of yoga poses, the reason why it's so popular here and pretty much everywhere right now in the country is it's got the mental aspect to calm, it's got the strengthening component where you're building muscle, and then it's also got a detoxification of, moving your body in ways you don't traditionally move.
Well, look up our detox class at RoanokeCountyParks.com, or we have several other programs at Brambleton Center and Green Ridge to check out as well. So give it a shot. Yoga is a great way to relieve stress, socialize, and stay healthy in the new year. Similar classes are included in your membership or daily admission right here to Green Ridge Recreation Center. Another benefit of visiting Green Ridge, one of the area's best indoor pools with a water slide, current river, and the spray ground you see right behind me. It's also one of the safest pools around. Why? Because of our hard-working lifeguarding staff. Let's go behind the scenes one more time and check out what goes on when you become a lifeguard. Winter, spring, summer, fall, it doesn't matter. All year long, we are looking for great staff here at Green Ridge to be a lifeguard. Ariana Maynard, you have been one for the past 3 years. What do you like about it?
What do I like about working for Green Ridge? Well, I like interacting with the patrons. I like just working at the pool. It's very, very challenging, paying attention, making sure you're keeping your 10-20, making sure you're assisting.
10-20, that's shop speak. Tell me what that means.
It's 10 seconds to see a guest and 20 seconds to respond. And that is our standard of time for Ellis.
And that's all based on Ellis and Associates.
Yes.
That's the standard of lifeguarding we use, which is actually a notch above the American Red Cross. So there are some other elements involved. Tell me about the process in becoming a lifeguard and training to really be the best in the valley.
Okay, so to become a lifeguard, at least at our facility, you have to swim 100 yards, you have to pass the lifeguard treading, and you have to tread for 1 minute, and then you have to pick a brick up from the bottom of the pool, and then you have to pass a written test.
And being a lifeguard is not just sitting at the side of the pool, it involves scanning the water at multiple levels. Tell us about that.
Okay, so when you're scanning the water, you have to make sure you are back scanning, looking around at all of the potential areas in which a guest might be in distress.
And that's why if you're ever at Green Ridge or Splash Valley and try going up to the lifeguard stand, they're not going to acknowledge your request because they're busy actually looking very carefully to make sure that everyone's safe. And as long as we've been Ellis and Associates certified, actually throughout the country, Ellis has a perfect record of no drownings. Is that right?
I believe so, yes.
That is. Well, tell me about some of the training you get on the tools like this, and then some of the behind-the-scenes work that you do that you don't see on the lifeguard stand.
Okay, so this is a rescue tube which you have right here, and this is our standard method. So say if you were drowning, I would push this against you to save your life.
Okay.
And there are other ways to, with the rescue tube.
You never use your
save a life.
hand. You reach out with the tube?
Yes, you reach out with the tube because you do not want to be pulled under or receive self-harm.
Okay.
And this right here is a Seal Easy mask, which is used for in case we need to use resuscitation or breathe inside.
Have you ever had to use that?
I have not.
Okay.
Thank the Lord.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right. And then what else goes on behind the scenes? If you're not on the stand, you're checking levels of chemicals?
Yes, you are. And so checking the pH and then analyzing the chlorine and the alkalinity. And yes, and so the head guard can tell you more about that.
All right, so check out RoanokeCountyParks.com/jobs and you'll find out more about what lifeguarding positions are open. You might be able to work your way up to be a head guard, and then you get to deal with the cool pump room stuff, which we'll show you in another show. But Ariana, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.
Here at Green Ridge Recreation Center and Splash Valley Water Park, we hire lifeguards year-round. So if you love the water and want to get paid for keeping people safe, this might be the job for you. Well, here in the Parks, Rec, and Tourism Department, we like to say our work is your play, and there's nothing more satisfying than putting a smile on a kid's face. Smiles happen every day at our After School for Kids program. Every day during the school year, we look after hundreds of kids while their parents are still at work. Let's go behind the scenes. We're here at Masons Cove Elementary School, where I'm joined by Tana Jones, and she's been working for the past 7 years with us as an after-school activity leader. And believe it or not, we have 13 sites at elementary schools throughout Roanoke County where we offer this fantastic after-school service. So, Tana, let's start out by telling me about what you enjoy about what you do.
I love being with the kids and getting to meet new families and doing activities with the kids.
All right. Well, what got you into this in the first place?
Well, I love working with kids, so that was a given. And I love being able to feel like I've helped a kid or helped teach them something, you know, throughout, you know, their childhood.
All right, well, let's talk about what a typical day is like. All of our after schools are actually on site, so the kids don't leave the school, which leads to some good advantages, right?
Yes, correct.
So they don't have anywhere to go. Their parents can pick them up right here.
Yep.
Tell me about some of the schedule during the day. What happens when they get out of school?
As soon as the kids get dismissed to us, we come in, we take roll, and then we go to the restroom, and then we come back, we start homework, and we do homework for about 40 minutes, and then after that we have a snack, and then after snack we do either gym play. We have activities that we have planned on our newsletters and our calendars that we send out.
Give me an example of some of the guided activities you would do.
We also do we do games in the gym. We also have a ticket system here where we will do games and they win tickets. It's just a good positive incentive for the kids. Just to, you know, it's kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese kind of thing, and they get to pick from a prize box.
What types of games do you play?
We do we do races, we do ship, sand, shore.
And then what happens at the end of the day when their parents come and pick them up?
Yep, when they come in through our front door, and then we just, if we don't know the parent, we do ID, or if we've never seen them before, and then, or if it's a cousin, a brother, we've never seen them, we also ID. They come in, they sign them out, and then
a safe and secure environment. It's for grades K through 5.
Yes.
And the complete hours, when do you show up to work here? About
1:45.
1:45. And the last kid leaves by 6 o'clock p.m. So it's a great job in that it's you know, it's you're working with kids.
Yes.
It's not a full time, but it's a complete afternoon schedule.
Yes.
And it's a consistent job.
It is.
What's it like to work with the staff here outside of just the school?
I have a great staff. I have 2 ladies, Victoria and Abby, and you know, I can always count on them to, you know, always put things out, and you know, they're my backup. So you know, if I'm busy talking to one parent, they can always talk to another parent if we have to as well.
Finally, do you enjoy coming into work every day?
I do. I love my job here. Yes.
All right, After School for Kids, and check out and see if your elementary school is part of that program at RoanokeCountyParks.com. Do you think you might want to join the after-school team as an activity leader? All you have to do is apply online. Just go to RoanokeCountyVA.gov/jobs. You'll make a difference in kids' lives through play and learning. Speaking of learning opportunities, have you ever wanted to get up close and personal with an owl? Not just in a zoo, we're talking really close. Let's check it out. Well, Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and if you've ever wondered whether it's just humans that fall in love, well, I can tell you that's not the case, and we've got a class to prove it. It's called Owls in Love, and I'm joined by Victoria Keenum, and she is our nature instructor for Roanoke County Parks, Rec, and Tourism. Victoria, tell me about this class, Owls in Love.
Well, a lot of people, as you say, don't realize that we have a lot of owls in Roanoke County, and most of the owls in Roanoke County, they mate, date and mate and raise their young in the winter time.
Do they stay with the mate their entire life, part of their life? How does that
No,
work?
they don't mate for life.
Okay.
But so right now, in fact, they're already kind of looking around and you know, kind of seeing if there's anybody they're interested in right now. But again, in the winter, as it gets a little cooler, that's when they're actually going to be raising their families and stuff. Right around Valentine's Day, there will be some baby owls out in the park.
Well, it's a fascinating class. You're going to look at all different types of owls, right?
Correct. There's many owls that do live in Roanoke County. We're going to talk about all the different owls that live in Roanoke County and what they eat and how they feed their young and all kinds of details about what makes owls a special kind of bird. They're not just regular birds. They have a lot of unique features.
Well, the program is February 17th. It's outdoors, so dress appropriately for the weather. But the best part about the class, in my opinion, you don't only get to talk about birds, you get to, one other thing that I think is fascinating, you get to dissect an animal pellet, is that correct?
Yeah, the owl pellet, and you'll find out what an owl pellet is
Exactly.
at the class.
But then the very best part to me is you actually get to meet and interact with an owl, and we're going to do that right now. So I'd like to bring on Judy Loop, and she is with the Southwest Virginia Wildlife Center of Roanoke. And tell us about this fellow right here.
This is Zombie. He is one of our educational ambassadors from Southwest Virginia Wildlife Center of Roanoke, representing the eastern screech owl species. And he is non-releasable, so he's one of 7 of our animals, and being state and federally permitted, we have permits to use him for educational purposes.
Am I allowed to touch him?
No.
No. Okay.
Regulations again.
All right.
No, they are under our direct care, and like I say, we have to have permits to work these guys. They work with us through our partners. And Zombie, he has a very interesting story in that he was found along the interstate, apparently hit by a car. He can't tell us what happened, but we have to guess. And when he went into radiographs, like x-rays, he died.
Oh, wow.
So the doctors at the center knew what to do, started his heart, his respiration, found he had a broken wing. So he was going to go into surgery, and he died a second time. Yes. So once again, they did owl CPR, all right, brought him back, did the surgery to put a pin in his wing. And when he went to recovery, he died a 3rd time. And at that time, the veterinarian made the call to let him go peacefully. And within a couple of minutes, his heart started again and he woke up.
Little fellow just wanted to be a part of the community.
Wanted
education.
And we're glad that he is, because now he can be part of programs like Owls in Love.
Right.
And Victoria, I mean, how smart is an owl like this?
Well, owls, as you know, everybody has knows the reputation of the owls and stuff like that, and they're very intelligent animals, and they have what also makes them intelligent is they have a lot of adaptations that make them really good at surviving in the wild and stuff like that.
So meet an owl up close, learn about their mating habits, and dissect it. There's so much going on here.
Absolutely.
You won't want to miss the class on February 17th. Thanks to you, and also thanks to Judy from the Wildlife Center as well. Be sure to go online to RoanokeCountyParks.com and sign up your kids for this interactive learning experience. Well, here at Green Ridge Recreation Center, we're known for top-notch kids programming, from youth exercise to the activity room to special interest programs and summer camps. But new this season, we're getting crafty with polymer clay. Earlier today, I spoke with a local artisan, Lisa Hoyt. Lisa Hoyt has brought a whole new dimension to our arts programs here at Green Ridge Recreation Center, and we've got some exciting classes coming up this winter. One that I'd like to talk about today is polymer clay. Lisa, tell us a little bit about, first of all, what is polymer clay?
Polymer clay is kind of a misnomer. It's not really clay at all. It's a form of plastic that we probably think of as it being in PVC pipes.
Okay.
It's poly something something. And when we buy polymer clay, it's usually in a brick like this.
Okay.
And you're probably feeling it, it's dense and hard to work with.
You would think.
What we need to do is to be able to condition it, what I'll get to in a second. There's a lot of different brands, they all have functions, they're all pretty colors.
And they're all fairly affordable? You mentioned about
Fairly
$3?
affordable, $3 or less. If you get them on sale, half price, you can order them online. Some of the things that we do with polymer clay are manipulate it to make bowls. We can use the cutting machine to make intricate outlines.
Nice designs.
For jewelry. We can cover pens. I make anything into a magnet. When I work with kids, we make these kind of beads or a tiger's tooth, shark tooth kind of thing. This is made using a Coke can bottom as a mold.
Wow.
So I love using trash and repurposing it.
Now, I noticed this is not as malleable as it started out. So how did you go about doing this?
It has to be baked. Polymer clay has to be baked in an oven at a low temperature under carefully controlled but easy to do at home conditions, and I will teach them all of that. So the way you condition your clay is to take a piece, and I use a pasta machine. You don't need a pasta machine. I didn't have one when we started out, but this cost me $3 at Goodwill, so it's not hard to come by. You take the clay in the brick form, you roll it through a couple of times, and it becomes very soft and malleable and easy to work with.
Oh, that is much different than when it was in the box there.
Exactly. So if we do that a few times and we create a few sheets like this, we can make something that's called a cane. And if I take these 3 sheets and I roll them up, and kids love to do this, they do it without any kind of knowledge of what they're doing to begin with. Adults can purposefully choose their colors. But kids just like this kind of impact. This is now a jelly roll cane. And when you slice it open,
oh, pretty.
You see how the colors, exactly. So we can cut this a few more times and make a bunch of beads and turn those into a necklace or a magnet or earrings or cover a pen. See that?
Interesting.
And then, even more cool, you can take it because it's still malleable. You can twist it.
Oh, I see.
Create some more effects. Then I cut it in half, and this is where kids kind of lose it because see how that
is beautiful.
Cool, right?
A lot of different patterns that you can create organically, or little works of art like these earrings here. And you teach the class for both adults and kids as part of a class called A Little Art this winter. You can find out more about any of these programs online at RoanokeCountyParks.com. As you can see, Green Ridge Recreation Center has a whole lot to offer families looking for fun and fitness. That's why we call it Healthy Fun for Everyone. Visit by daily admission or monthly membership. Need even more fun for the kids this winter? Tons of Fun returns to Tanglewood Mall for 19 consecutive years this year on February 3rd. Earlier today, I spoke with Special Events Coordinator Wendy Schultz. Well, 19 years is a long time to be doing any event, but Tons of Fun has been successful because it's such a great event. Wendy, can you tell us why people keep coming back year after year?
I think you just said it, because it's a great event. You know, people just look forward to it every year. And believe it or not, I start getting calls right after Tons of Fun saying, we had a fabulous time.
Well, let's talk more specifically.
Sure,
there may be one or two people in the Roanoke Valley that don't know what Tons of Fun is, so please enlighten them.
Certainly. Tons of Fun is a winter event. It occurs the first Saturday in February every year for the last 19 years. And it's a part of the community. It happens inside Tanglewood Mall. Right now we have about 60 different organizations and businesses that contribute their time and their talent. Every one of them comes into that mall and presents an activity, a performance, a fabulous opportunity for kids and their families to come together and participate in an interactive activity just for fun.
And it's all free. So talk about
free.
some of your favorite activities that kids will find out there on February 3rd.
They can come out there and they can make Valentines for their favorite people. They can build Legos. They can build houses. They can also go round and round and round on a merry-go-round. They can get on Thomas the Train if they don't want to do anything creative. You know, there's just a multitude of things they can do. They can use their imagination. They can stop at our fun stops and use their creative talents. They can learn how to dance. They can take a ballet lesson. They can do taekwondo. Just try it out to see if they really want to do it. I mean, there's so many things they can do.
And one of the things you've done more of in recent years is add to the live performances at the venue. Can you talk about a couple of those?
Sure. We have performances from a wide variety of groups in the Valley. We have baton twirlers. We have magicians. You can even learn how to be a magician if you want, or a clown. There's just a wide variety of things folks can do.
And the best part is it's all completely free. What's the age range that's perfect for this event?
I mean, anywhere from a 2-year-old to a 12-year-old. We also have things that adults like to do, though. I mean, we have really tried to change so that families can come and do things together.
All right, let's run down the details one more time. It's going to be on Saturday, February 3rd
from 10 to 4 p.m. at Tanglewood Mall.
Excellent, and it's a great event. Several thousand people will be there, so be sure to get there early, make the most of your time, and be sure to bring your whole family because it's going to be tons of fun. We hope you've enjoyed today's show. We've shown you plenty of ways to get the family out and move, splash, learn, and explore through recreation programming. We encourage you to check out Green Ridge Recreation Center this winter for even more family fun and fitness. Plus, we challenge you to try something new this season. Whether it's meeting an owl up close, chatting with an off-duty lifeguard, making a craft, or even learning a new yoga pose. We also remind you to mark your calendars for January 16th and 18th and be a part of the planning process for a new bike skills park at Explore Park, one of the many exciting projects you're going to see materialize there over the next year. But for now, check out this program several times a week right here on RVTV or online at RoanokeCountyParks.com. Until next time, we'll see you in the parks.